Good evening, sir.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I'll start exact 6:35, another 5 minutes. I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, everybody. Today's topic is for construction of houses in the areas of Bangalore city, Brahat Bangalore, Mahagana Palike, BDA, Bangalore Development Authority, Karnataka Municipalities Act, Municipalities and Panchayat Raj Act. All these 4 acts are governing our all the areas, rural and all the development areas. These 4 acts, that is Bangalore Development Act, Development Authority, BMRD, just note down the example because every day in TV you are looking at the BMRDA approval layout is available for us. Those layouts are formed by the Bangalore Metropolitan Region Development Authority. That is the area comprising wherever the CDP, that is Comprehensive Development Plan, means now the Bangalore, how much going to be extent? This is already the plan is available, Comprehensive Development Plan, but that extension going to be made only based on the population as well as the non-agricultural layout, properties, industries, schools, colleges, all areas going to be construed as the extension of areas under the comprehensive development plan. Now, today's topic is while constructing the building, what you have to do. So, what is the remedy available for you before the court of law and how you have to approach before court of law? All these factors available to you from all the acts concerned. I have to take first Brahat Bangalore Mahanagara Paliki. That is, it is governed by Karnataka Municipal Corporation Act 1976. So corporation means it is comprehensive area, consists of several villages, several areas are developed. So therefore municipal corporation area is available at Bangalore, Hubli Dharwad, Mysore City Corporation, Belgaum City Corporation. Likewise, those class A cities are having municipal corporation. So now those cities are governed by Municipal Corporation Act. Likewise, at Bangalore, it is Brahat Bangalore Mahanagara Palike governed under the Karnataka Municipal Corporation Act. So now what you have to do when you have bought the site 30-40, 40-60, 20-30, likewise you may have a site, you want to construct a building, then to whom you have to approach. So that is the main thing you have to look into. First thing, you have to get first sale deed in your name pertaining to the site. Then immediately on placing of sale deed, the site going to be assessed and fixing the tax. On fixing the tax after assessment, khata going to be issued. These are the 3 documents must be with you while approaching to the authorities for getting sanction plan. Then you have to prepare yourself the rough plan for going to be construct in accordance with bylaws of the building bylaws of the corporation. So same thing you have to approach before the authorities. And while you have approached, you are liable to pay certain fees. Everything is fixed by the government and they are going to in accordance with site. One thing you have to remember, in residential area, you can't apply for the non-residential purpose, because residential area is earmarked by the corporation. Therefore, in corporation area, non-residential means the shops, complex, all these things. It is reserved areas available wherever the main roads. So likewise, the corporation having the comprehensive development plan. Under that plan, they are identifying which areas are residential area and which areas are not residential area. So therefore, you are going to approach to the authorities and you want to start your construction. After getting sanction plan only, you have to start the construction. Now, while constructing, what you are thinking, first and foremost, every person going for Vastu. Vastu is concerned, some deviation going to be taken place because inside and outside, definitely some deviations are available. So such a deviation can be recognized or regularized. That is subsequent event. Subsequently, I want to say all these things. Now, first, when you are getting the sanction plan, you have started the construction. You have to leave the setback. You have to leave the front side as per the sanction plan. So while you are putting the construction, first and foremost thing, the obstacles are coming to you. The neighbors, they are coming, and the engineer is also visiting your spot. Junior engineer, they are coming, inspecting the construction, whether you are putting up construction in accordance with law or not. Then executive engineer going to issue the notice saying that under section 309 of the Municipal Corporation Act, issue the notice to you saying that you bring all the necessary documents before me. I want to examine. That is the first notice you are going to issue. So this notice, why they are issuing? Because neither you are having a sanction plan or nor you are having any document pertaining to put up construction. License is also not having by you. Therefore, BBMP authority going to cause the notice to you, produce the document for your construction. So immediately on issuance of notice, you are going to place the document. Then they are going to issue another notice. While putting up construction, they are issuing notice, another notice, that is under section 321 clause 192. I have inspected, while inspecting the house, constructing building, I have come across saying that some deviation was to place and not putting up construction in accordance with law. Therefore, he is causing the notice, you stop the construction because there is some deviation. So always presume that this deviation, you may be put up construction, some deviation is available. For 2030 is concerned, you have to leave the setback either side of the property, and remaining is only 14. 3 feet, 3 feet if you have left. Remaining portion 14. It is not possible for you to leave both sides. So therefore, you are putting up construction. Only one side you are going to leave. Other person going to object. Adjacent owner, definitely he is going to object because he is not putting up construction in accordance with law. Some 2030 is concerned, some regularization is available because one side if you have left, it can be compensated by way of putting penalty to you small portion of the property. And whether the 30-40 or 40-60, if you are going to put up construction, that is also available to say that yes, there is some deviation what you have to do. Next, 321, that is the provisional order section, 321 subclass 1 and 2. He is inspecting and some area going to earmark, stating that these areas are, you have deviated, therefore you remove and start your construction. And time is also specifying in his notice saying that this area, if you have not removed, you have no right to put up construction. That is likewise, they are going to issue the notice, that is provisional order under section 321 class 2 of Bangalore of Karnataka Municipal Corporation Act. Now, on issuance of those notice, that is provisional order has been passed, stating that you have deviated the plan. And what you have to do now? Now, immediately you have to submit your explanation, saying that this portion I have left and this portion I have started the construction. The whole area is not at all deviation took place. Therefore, I have not deviated the sanction plan, because for vastu purpose you may have some area you have left and some area you have put up construction for your as per your vastu silpa, or obeying the some ideology of your own family members. So therefore, that portion you have to explain. This portion I have left, therefore I have put up the construction in accordance with plan here only. So therefore, there is no deviation at all. And that explanation you should issue within 15 days on receipt of the provisional order. Then they are going to pass the final confirmation order, stating that until and unless you remove and provisional order has been passed, till you are continuing the construction. So therefore, confirmation order going to be passed. Now, what is the next? So my humble request is, these provision powers are given under BBMP, is assistant executive engineer of that particular area, who is going to look after the construction and as well as inspecting the construction. So he has to explain all these things against the confirmation order, where you have to go. Now already confirmation order passed means you have to stop and remove the construction. That is the final order, and you can't put up any construction in further. So therefore, 321 class 3, that is the confirmation order. Now, whether it is appealable or not, yes, it is appealable before Karnataka Appellate Tribunal, which is at MS Building, second floor. That Karnataka Appellate Tribunal is appealable order. Therefore, we have to approach by filing the appeal, questioning the order passed by the assistant executive engineer, to whom you have to make them as a party to the proceeding. One thing, you are the appellant, and respondent you should make as a commissioner, the commissioner BBMP, and second is assistant executive engineer, because who has issued that authority, you should make them as a party. Being aggrieved by that confirmation order, you are going to move them appeal before the appellate tribunal. Yes. Now here question is, in accordance with law, if the notices are issued. If notices are not going to issue, what you have to do? Then you have to file a suit before the civil court, city civil court. What is the case you have to file? Only injunction suit. You cannot seek for declaration. No notice has been issued, and simply you cannot seek for declaration for the sanction plan is available. Still they are issuing notice. Still they are interfering in the suit schedule property. So therefore, you have to approach the city civil court, stating that the authorities of BBMP and the both commissioner and assistant executive engineer is a party to the proceeding under the provision of civil city CPC, that is Civil Procedure Code. You have to file a suit. I have already given the instruction to you. Same thing under Order 7, Rule 1. You have to file a suit against the authorities. Now, whether the suit is barred, always against the authority, suit is barred. What you have to do? You have to wait for 2 months on causing the notice, stating that illegally they are interfering. So therefore, they have to stop. So immediate relief you want to from the court. So what type of order you want? You have to place the document, sale deed, khata certificate, sanction plan, as well as the other any complaints if you have made before the authorities. So these are the 4 documents you have to place before the court along with photographs. Whatever construction you are raising after getting the sanction plan, still they want to harass you without issuing notice under section 321, class 1 or 2 or class 3, but still they want to harass you. No, you should not put up construction. I am going to take action. All the threats are available. Therefore, you have to make them as a party to the proceeding as a defendant, and you have to seek for permanent injunction against them. And now, when 2 months statutory notice you have to cause to them under section 482 of the Karnataka Municipal Corporation Act. Under section 482, you have to cause the notice for a 2 months. That is statutory notice. I want to initiate a civil proceeding against you, and you are illegally interfering, and I have to wait for 2 months. It is not possible because you have already stored the cement, you have already stored all the construction material in the place where you are putting up construction. So, therefore, in view of the urgency, what you have to do, along with the plaint, add interim temporary injunction 39 rule 192. You have to file. That is IA number 1. And IA number 2 is dispensation of statutory notice in view of urgency. Means since authorities are, I am having all the necessary documents, and I am putting up construction, but authorities are repeatedly interfering in my construction work. It is illegal act, unauthorized act, shall be restrained by way of ad interim temporary injunction pending disposal of the suit. That is one application, that is IA number 1. IA number 2, what you have to file? IA number 2 is concerned dispensation of statutory notice. I could not wait because in view of urgency of I have stocked the material in open place, and there is going to loss. Who is going to be fill up those loss? So the authorities are always interfering and stopping the construction, and therefore kindly maybe issue the order of ad interim temporary injunction to and dispense with the statutory notice of 2 months to initiate the civil proceeding against the authorities. This two application you have to file along with the suit. This is when the statutory notices are not issued by the authorities for deviation, for unauthorized construction, for anything. You have to file a suit before the city civil court for dispensing of the statutory notice under section 482 of Karnataka Municipal Corporation Act. Likewise, you have to file a suit against the municipal authorities, that is corporation authorities. Now, next appeal you have filed under section 441A, capital A, before the Karnataka Appellate Tribunal. So now immediately they are calling us to produce the photograph along with the appeal. We are going to produce the photos. Now, one section is available for you, that is 431B and 431B under the provision of Karnataka Municipal Corporation Act. So deviation, how much deviation can be regularized? That is compoundable offense. That is compounding the regularization about the unauthorized deviation. The 25% of the deviation can be regularized. Therefore, we have to show the photographs before the appellate court. Before the appellate court, while showing, sir, it is compoundable in nature because this deviation has been made due to Vastu Silpa, because the site is situated on the southern side or western side. Therefore, I want to change my some portion because I want to eastern side open the door. I want to northern side, open the door. So likewise, some deviation has been made, sir. We have not deviated any plan, but whatever putting up construction in accordance with sanction plan, some deviation which was took place, it is compoundable in nature. Therefore, the notices which are issued not properly, inquiry has been made, and not properly, my explanation is not read over by the authority. Therefore, appeal I have brought before this honorable court. Then appeal is going to be heard on appearance of the corporation authority. Even otherwise, so much you have taken the pain and all these things, and wherever the appeal has been filed, the judges are going to looking after about your putting up construction as well as photographs as well as the materials, all these things they are going to, the principle of natural justice is available for you, because whatever deviation has been shown in the confirmation order under order section 321 class 3, that confirmation order wants to set aside. So then the judges are going to giving the reason, because two judges are available. One is revenue authority, another one is district judge. So both judges are going to be read over the pleadings and objection filed by the corporation authority. On addressing arguments, still you have not getting any appropriate order. It is final order. Now, what next, sir? When the work has been stopped, where should we go? Then only remedy is available. We have to approach before the Honorable High Court of Karnataka. Standards under Article 226 and 227. The both order you have to question before once again, saying that though the authorities are not properly inspected, and authority, the appellate court is not interfering the order which is passed by them. So therefore, I am appearing before this honorable court for expeditious relief. The honorable court going to be order stay, interim stay of the order passed by the executive engineer, which is under section 321 class 3, which is going to confirm. It matter maybe. See, if stay order granted, automatically the people going to be put up construction, and also they are going to inaugurate and they have occupied the premises. Likewise, all these provisions are available. Now you may ask me, sir, once during pendency of the suit, during pendency of the work, because we have sought for injunction against the authorities, you have to put up construction, because until and unless they have to issue notice to you under section 321, 1 and 2. Till then, the authorities have no right to come and interfere in your suit. Even otherwise, kindly maybe look into 321 class 1 and 2. Provisional order has been issued stating that you are deviating the plan. Sir, I have removed some portion. Kindly maybe come and inspect. They are not going to oblige for that. But still they have issuing confirmation order under section 321 class 3. So likewise, several disputes are pending before Honorable High Court, several pending before the City Civil Court. Likewise, all the matters are pending. Now, after putting up construction, so when you are using and confirming, and only the remedy is available, you have to make an application compounding the offense. That is unauthorized construction, deviation of sanction plan. And until and unless, my humble request to you, you have to advise your client. Until and unless you have to construct the building, you have to get the sanction plan. If you are not getting the sanction plan, you should not start any construction. You must advise your client. And because you are going to file the suit and a sanction plan is not available, one building should be constructed always with sanction plan only. So therefore, BBMP authorities, very strict building bylaw is available for everything is available. So therefore, you should advise to get the sanction plan, and some deviation you must extend, because In one case, what happened? 40% of deviation was took place. Then 40%, how you are going to approach to the court? Then I have stated that whatever the deviation was identified, that may be compensated by removing that outside the area. That is, now you may balcony is available for you. That balcony I am going to remove. Likewise, you have to remove some portion and you compensate within the 40% of the area. That is compoundable in nature. If you more excess, nobody can help to you because the building is going to be demolished. So therefore, and somebody, because suppressing the fact by approaching the client to us, saying that, sir, I have already applied. See, sir, I have paid fee, everything. Plan has not come. Material is available. So what can I do, sir? Then your advice should be like this only. However, you have submitted the plan for putting up construction. You may dig the foundation, but you should not put up any construction. That you can advise to him. So therefore, until and unless getting sanction plan, but you should not encourage saying that you put up construction because you have already submitted the plan. There is no approval at all, no sanction at all, but still he wants to put up construction because plan going to be within 30 days. They have to issue the sanction plan. In Bangalore city, you see several plans are submitted by the owners. So it may be cause delay 1 or 2 months, but you have to wait getting the sanction plan and put up construction. And writ petition, this is the hierarchy of the proceeding from the assistant executive engineer to the High Court. From initiation of the proceeding for building construction is concerned. So this is the BBMP area. It is available. So many hurdles are available. So compounding is also available. But always you see that the compounding, it is very difficult for them also. It is not possible. If it is compoundable, you see some deviation was took place. Some construction has been made on the road also. It cannot be regularized. It is not possible for them. It shall be demolished by way of demolishing the structure. And one thing you see, the confirmation order going to be passed. Still, they don't want to issue. They are going to issue requesting to the task force of the BBMP, saying that this portion they don't want to remove in spite of our confirmation order filed. So therefore, kindly maybe arrange for task force to demolish the structure. So then in that show cause notice, they are going to wording they are using whatever expenses going to be incurred for removing the unauthorized construction or deviation, you are held responsible or you are liable to pay to them by way of revenue to them. And they are going to recover the said amount also. So therefore, you should not give proper advice to them because these are the forces available. You should not take advantage of demolishing the construction in BBMP area. And I think previously it is Bangalore Mahanagarapaliki and Bangalore City Corporation. Likewise, this name was earlier. Why the Brahat Bangalore was made? Because the 7 CMC, that is City Municipal Council, and those city municipal council having power only with an intention to collect the taxes in revenue packages. What happened? The Dasarali City Municipal Council, Mahadevpura City Municipal Council, Kengeri City Municipal Council, likewise several municipal councils, 7 municipal councils brought in the BBMP. Therefore, it has been called as Brahat Municipal Corporation. So now whether City Municipal Council is having power to sanction the plan or anything? No, they are not having plan because those cities are developed. those areas are developed only in revenue packages. So therefore, providing water, providing electricity, providing everything already given to them. So therefore, they have been included in those areas. Now, I think you have read over in the newspaper, the unauthorized construction going to be regularized. That is available before the uh, Honorable Governor. So that act, that notification has been issued, but so far consent is not given because they want to regularize those unauthorized construction in city municipal areas because they have constructed prior to coming into the BBMP merger. So therefore, they want to making a Sakrama Krama notification is still, it is not assented by the governor or president of India. So therefore, that act is available for protecting them. Now, however, they have permitting BBMP authority to collect the tax on assessment of the house and property because we are in those areas, some areas they have already constructed without having sanction plan in rural areas. So those rural area merge with BBMP. So one example I want to give you. What it happened, Dodtoguru Gram Panchayat consists of 64 councillors, 64 members of the Gram Panchayat. That is vast area. Till today, it is not possible to merge with BBMP. Then, what action they have taken? Immediately, they have taken. We want to go into make Pattan Panchayat. That is Pattan Panchayati we are going to order. They have passed the notification. That notification has been questioned. Immediately, the stay order has been granted by the Honorable High Court. Till today, more than 7 years, that Panchayati is not working. You see, just for your consideration, because I want to come next. Pattan Panchayati was declared and stay order has been granted. Till today, the stay order unable to vacate by the government. And Gram Panchayati is still is available. So who is managing? Then government has issued administrator. One taluka executive officer made as a administrator to administer the whole area. Kindly maybe look into it. Is possible for them to manage the entire area, 66 councillor. Then we have filed, I have filed one petition before Honorable High Court of Karnataka stating that the area which is nearer to the corporation, that is very adjacent to the ward number 192. And this area is particularly declared as Pattan Panchayat. Pattan Panchayati administration is not available in the Gram Panchayat. So therefore, this area shall be merged with BBMP because it is the entire area is comes to electronic city. So therefore, I have requested before Honorable High Court of Karnataka by filing public interest litigation along with the members as well as the villagers, kindly maybe merge with BBMP. Yes, it has been ordered. And meanwhile, the administrator was appointed for the purpose of, since election is not declared for this panchayat, even though the time was over. So election notification is not issued in relating to this panchayat, administrator shall be continued. That order is also questioned. And I have filed before the court. These are the progressive report more than 7 years. Because what it happened in Dodtogur Gram Panchayati, more than 10 lakhs people are available. And 10 lakhs people are unable to get any relief from the government. Panchayati, one man, when the 64 members of the Gram Panchayati was managing, and one man, how can he be going to manage about the corona situation? So I have moved in during the corona by filing a e-petition, and it is numbered and issue notice to them, and then they are going to consider my prayer. So till today, all the peoples are not getting the benefits for the Gram Panchayati which was getting. So this is also going to be merged to the BBMP one day or the other day. So my humble request, what principles are laid down? Because the extension area which are available adjacent to the BBMP, so they are peoples who are trying to merge with the BBMP, but now you see election is not declared, Pattan Panchayati is not formed, and till today more than 7 years they are not unable to get any benefit from the government. That is, it is pathetic condition of Dodtogur Gram Panchayat, which is situated near to the electronic city one. So likewise, the advocate, what they have to do. So you see the urgency of the matter. Now Corona. Now the entire Panchayati has been deprived, not providing anything. And Panchayati 66 members who are elected, they are kept quiet because stay order has been granted, and now they are not permitting intervene in the affairs of the Gram Panchayat. So it is very difficult. So therefore, advocate must be alert. Now, public interest litigation has been filed, and direction has been given to the government to merge that Dodtogur Gram Panchayat with BBMP. And who is going to merge? Till today, they don't want to do any act because of this effect of Corona. And people who are inhabitants of that Togur Gram Panchayat, it is very difficult to get any benefit to arise out of, because every day they are visiting the president's house, every day they are visiting the members of that Gram Panchayat. 64 Gram Panchayat members are available in that area. But still, government is not opening eyes. So likewise, you have to take advantage of the people's problem before the court. So either public interest litigation or like this. I have stated in my petition now, notice has been cast, stay the administrator, permitting all the 64 members of Dodtogur Gram Panchayat, let them lead and look after the welfare of the people because of the Corona. That matter is pending before the court. So it is very difficult to get one man. How can Panchayati development officer is available, who is a secretary of Gram Panchayat, and administrator who is a executive officer of Taluka. Taluka executive officer is also available Bangalore South Taluka. So both of them, it is possible to manage Dodtogur Gram Panchayat. Likewise, now this is the problem is arose in the village also. So advocate means we have to think over the facilities going to be. Just one example, I think every day you are seeing the TV. Narega's benefits always Gram Panchayat. Now the Gram Panchayati, neither Pattan Panchayati, neither BBMP included. Narega's benefits, whom should they have to release? Still today it is a Gram Panchayati only because of the stay order. So likewise, you have to take advantage. Narega means to employment, going to provide the poor people every day. So that is also not available to them. So likewise, you have to take the people in a good manner by advising. So I am filing the public interest litigation because the peoples are suffering. So same thing here. And being constructing area is concerned, it is not a public problem. It is an individual problem. You have to take advantage of all these provision of act before the appellate court. So my humble request, this is the relating to BBM. Now, BMRDA. BMRDA means Bangalore Metropolitan Region Development Authority. So Bangalore is extended because this Bangalore Metropolitan Region Development Authority is meant for comprehensive development plan. Wherever the rural areas around the corporation area, that is controlled by Bangalore Metropolitan Region Development Authority, BMRDA. So therefore, they are going to approve the layout plan. They are going to providing the plan also, sanctioning plan. Through whom they want to? Only executive officer. Once again, because in rural area, there are commissioner or assistant executive engineers are not available. In BMRDA, approving the layout plan, approving the plans which are going to be issued in the layout which is formed in their jurisdiction. So therefore, they are approaching once again executive officer of the Taluka Panchayat. They have to sanction the plan and all these things available from them. Every in and around. Now Bangalore Development Authority, that is Bangalore Metropolitan Region Development Authority, is available and they are controlling over the N.R.Naik. I think you know, sir, Bangalore Urban District. Bangalore Urban District, which are the districts comes under them. Taluka places, which are Taluka places comes under them. Kindly maybe look into N.R.Naik is available. Next is Bangalore South Taluk. These are the places. That's all. Nothing is available for them because the Bangalore urban district comprising only 3 talukas. One Hoskote, one N.R.Naik, one this. And Bangalore rural district, it is separate. So therefore, it is not possible to manage to them also. So Panchayati is going to be look after. Now next, Karnataka Municipalities Act. It is BMR. Karnataka Municipalities Act going to manage all these affairs through the Taluka city places. Wherever the municipality is the executive officer and then Pauradalita, that department going to be manage all the affairs under provision of Karnataka Municipalities Act. Now, other portion, rural side. So, who is the controlling authority to them? Only the executive officer of the concerned district, then Taluka executive officer is the concerned area, then automatically the Panchayati development officer. That is Panchayati is going to look after under the hierarchy of these authorities, under the Karnataka Grama Swarajya and Panchayati Raj Act 1993. Under that provision, it is available. Now, apart from all these things, sir, who is going to be control the town planning authority is another one organization is available. They are going to approve the layout. They are going to recognize the BMRDA. They are going to recognize the BDA and all these things. One thing, remember, BDA is having only development of layout, assessing the tax. That's all. Issuing khata, assessing the tax. Just 3 years before, withdrawn the power of sanctioning plan from the BDA because under the provision of BDA Act, Section 321 of Karnataka Municipal Corporation powers are not available. Therefore, that power has been withdrawn from the BDA and sanctioning authority only the BBMP. So therefore, BDA has no power to approve any construction plan. Only they have to assess the property on allotment in accordance with law, in accordance with rules, and they have to approve them. So, and major portion, because if the government properties are available and they are going to allot on priority basis, some ritual purpose, some Samudaya Bhavana, all these Samudaya Bhavana is concerned, still they are having power to sanction the plan because it is a Directorate of Planning Authority under Town Planning Authority. They have to issue the sanctioning plan. Now the powers are withdrawn for the residential and non-residential purpose. So my humble request, all these things are available between all the acts you want to take. And see, likewise, how I have given the appeal to you from the BBMP executive engineer issuing the notices, and then immediately you are approaching the appellate authority, that is Karnataka Appellate Authority under Karnataka Municipal Corporation Act. They have to approach here only wherever the Corporation Act. Wherever the other acts is concerned, district courts are the appellate authority. Because under the district, they have to file appeal before the appellate authority, and those orders going to pass the taluka executive officer. That is, order shall be questioned only before the district courts in other districts. The corporation, wherever it is available, the Corporation Act going to be protected, but not for every district. So therefore, my humble request, because 441A, capital A, appeal only relating to the BBMP has been made, amended, and that provision has been incorporated under the Municipal Corporation Act. BBMP authorities, they have to approach this appellate court, that is called as appellate court, the situated at MS building, multi-storage building at Ambedkar Road. So therefore, my humble request, all these facts, regularization and obtaining the license, everything you should know, must know, and what are the remedies available for you, I have explained to you. And this explanation should be managed only by way of drafting, and whatever draft, if you want the appeals or if you want the suits, you come to my office and collect the copies to you. So is there any question relating to this? You ask,
Yes, sir. I have one question, sir.
please.
So you mentioned that in a residential area, they should not construct anything for commercial purpose, correct?
Yes.
But many houses where people are residing, they usually leave the ground floor construction part for business like small shops and other things, maybe a dress shop or a grocery store or something like that. So how do they get permission, sir, to build like storage at the bottom and residential at the top?
Madam, non-residential, you see, one room is available for them. Definitely they are going to convert for the non-residential purpose. Now, while getting the non-residential purpose, if any business going to be started, he must get a license from the authority. While getting the license, they are asking whether this shop premises is approved or not. But until and unless license is not issued, they can't start any business in that premises. One thing I want to say, the floor mill is concerned, it shall not be opened in the residential area. Shall
Yes, sir.
not.
That yes, that
Yes.
is
Therefore, I have filed 3 cases. I won the
that will
from
go under nuisance, no, sir?
yes,
Nuisance will be
nuisance of
filed.
the
Yes.
Karnataka. So therefore, Karnataka Municipal Corporation Act very strict. Floor mill shall not be start nearby colleges, near in the residential area, wherever it shall be opened only on the road, main roads, not by this.
So in this case of conversion, how does the building owner apply for such license? Is it building owner or is it the shop owner who should apply?
No, shop owner shall apply. He has to pay some charges, development charges, and according to the shop, how much 10 by 10, and he is liable to pay the penalty on that. The penalty going to be imposed, and then only they are going to start permitting license. But not you think that if any grievances arose relating to the floor mill is concerned, because it is a nuisance. Therefore, and those shops which are available on main road, it is part and parcel of residential house only. Now,
Yes,
just
sir.
the barber shop, definitely it is adjacent to the residence house only. Separate shop is not available, because you see, Karna, now our KR market going to be, it has been put up for the purpose of the businessman only, not for any other. Allotment should be in accordance with Corporation Act only. So likewise, I have fought for Tumkur Municipalities Act, municipalities building. What happened? Permitted them to continue in the shop premises. allotment has been made. Now they want to put up construction. They have issued notices those who are started the business, saying that we want to going to put up construction and the entire new market. So you are held responsible to vacate. That notice I have questioned. So because after construction they are going to allot to me or not, I have tried, and 10 shops cases I have got the order from them. Priority should be given to them in accordance with law, because the auction sale going to be conduct those government buildings, not by way of simply putting the chits or likewise. No, it shall be allowed by way of notification, and he is also one of the applicant, and priority should be given to them, those who are member. In those days they have started their business. Likewise, I have won the case. That type of mind we should apply, and people should going to ask you, sir, I am eligible for not. Tomorrow after construction of building, kindly maybe look into the areas, and area fixing the tax, fixing the rent, everything is available to them. If it is safeguarded, definitely they are going to participating in auction sale, or otherwise nobody is going to auction sale. So therefore, residential area, I have several cases filed relating to the floor mill, but not other business, because those are essential goods available for the inhabitants of the people. Grocery shop are available, barber shop is available, dry cleaner shop available. So therefore
Sir,
nobody. Hmm.
what about BDA complex itself, sir? Who gives permission for
Yes,
BDA complex?
BDA complex going to put up construction in their area. Those areas are formed by them. Because you see, Banshankari second stage, nearer to my house, this area has been reserved while forming the layout in the BDA. So if they have made reservation, definitely they have to leave that area, and that complex going to put up by them only, and the authority they are having, because BDA commissioner is there, executive engineer is available, everything is available in that locality, and it can be managed by them only.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Sir, in BDA,
Ah.
Many of the cases,
Hmm.
definitely the people cannot construct as per the law
Yes,
and as per the plan. As per the plan,
definitely. Yes, sir.
because many 99% of people they cannot construct by as per the plan. So
Sir,
these things
yes.
happen. How government will not restrict and
So
restrict
therefore, sir,
these regulations?
that is akrama sakrama want to implement as early as possible, because they are going to get some benefit to the government. If they are going to regularize, the pro rata is available, fixing up the tax is available to them, and development charges they are going to collect. Three method of revenue they are going to collect, but it is not possible to get the assent from the governor, because if akrama sakrama going to be happened, it is not a city, it is a just like a village. So therefore they don't want to, because objecting for that, not approving, because if you want to regularize, huge amount going to be incorporate to the government, no problem at all for collecting them. But still, so how much area they want to regularize? That is the question available in that notification. How much area you want to regularize? ಅಕ್ರಮ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸಕ್ರಮ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ? That how can you are going to say that in the provision of it? That is available discussion before the Vidhan Sabha, that is legislature. They have to approve how much area should be regularized, how much area you want to direct them to demolition. So everything is available in that provision.
Sir, and also BBMP,
Hmm.
they give a license and they go in for construction.
Yes.
Even they will not get the roads. Will not go the roads also, because in the
Yeah.
roads also they constructed. How government will be sustained if these things are going to happen?
Sir, they have
And,
to cause the notice, sir. One case, what happened here, Katrigupe, near Katrigupe, on the road itself, they have put up construction. Then I got the order to stop the construction. I got the order. Subsequently, the authority themselves, they have regularized. It is not possible for me to get it removed, even though I got the stay order for not putting up construction. Then assessment has been made, everything has been made. Then direction has been given to remove the demolition. So one corner site, just one example I want to give you. In the Katrigupe area, one corner site has been public auction has been made by the BDA. Adjacent to the corner site, on the road, 2 houses are erected. Then I have made them as a party. Declaration has been made. The authority is saying that these houses are not at all available on the road. So likewise, it has to be proved only by way of evidence. And you have to make a necessary application by assessing by the survey records and to show the how much area they have encroached on the road. All these things you have to prove only before the court. I got the order, and one of the house has been removed, another house is not removed because another house is constructed only 10 feet he has encroached. That is the discretion of the powers of the government. What can I do? I
and
got
another taxation, sir. Taxation. The same building, this building, that building, same area. This
yeah,
building is a different tax. That building is a different tax.
yeah.
Because same construction or what, 30,
See,
40, that side of
assistant,
property.
just one thing. Assistant revenue officer going to be assess the property, assess the house property. Tax is concerned. When he has assessed the tax, you should question before the appellate authority, that is Joint Commissioner of the BBMP. You have to appeal before the BBMP,
Then
Joint
you
Commissioner.
then you go to appeal.
Yes.
They will digging something. They
Oh,
will digging.
definitely, sir. I got several. I have filed appeal at Jayanagara. At
You can't get
Jayanagara.
the justice then onwards.
No, sir. Definitely, definitely the Joint Commissioner going to pass a reasonable order, sir. Because after looking into the building, after looking into the area, filth area, how much he has put up construction, all these things available for him. And if it is not given proper principle of natural justice without proper assessment, it can be questioned before the Joint Commissioner. I got several orders.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
Yeah. So this is regarding sites in a layout. Okay. Are there different permissions for sites which are road facing and sites outside the layout? I'm asking you this because the sites which are road facing generally have a business permit.
Yes.
And they end up constructing either.
Then you have to, while you are submitting your plan, if it is on the road, main road, definitely you have to submit to the plan stating that 2-3 shops are permit me to put up construction for non-residential, and remaining area is residential purpose, because those areas going to be assessed by the assistant revenue officer. This is the commercial portion and this is the residential purpose. He has to assess the property. Only until and unless approved by the authorities, you can't open the shop also. You cannot put up construction shop. And always what happened in Bangalore, it is my experience, they are putting up construction of rooms and not opening on that side. But one fine day, they are going to make an application. I have also made an application before the authorities saying that since my site, my house constructed on the roadside, and 2 shops, I want to convert my room as a shops. Kindly maybe permission. That is permission always discretion of the commissioner. So on application should be filed. before the assistant executive engineer, and that application going to be sent to the approval for the commissioner. The executive officer or executive engineer, they are not having powers to approve that conversion seeking by you.
Okay. So the other question that I have, which is related to this itself, is
Yeah.
what about electricity, water supply? How do we differentiate the business?
Please, because always I think you are having sanction plan, 6 sanction plan. Why they are providing 6 sanction plan? One is BWSSB, another one is electricity power you have to get, and another one is ARO. While you are submitting, getting khata, 3 sanction plans are automatically you have to hand over to them. And another 3 plan, you have to retain 1 plan, and 2 plans are available with the officer is concerned. So therefore 6 plan they are going to approve at once. But we are going to receive only the 4 plans, and 1 plan is with. So likewise, based on the plan only, they are going to provide the electricity. And kindly maybe look into residential premises, the height is concerned 52 feet. If he is extended more than that, it is going to be MS building. House, residential house means 52 feet only, not more than that.
Sir, my question was a little different. I understand that these are the premises and these are the things that we need.
Yes.
What I want to understand is if it is a semi-residential house and a business premises, in that case, how do we differentiate? We are paying these
Based on the assessment of commercial tax. Now you see my office is situated here. The water people and electrical people, they are asking me, sir, whether it is sanctioned or not. Then I shown the plan to them saying that this underground floor is already available for me, for the purpose of. And yesterday also one engineer came to me in my house and he asked me, sir, why you are using this premises for commercial purpose? This is office you have put up here. Then I told that now due to Corona, I have shifted here. They have kept quiet. Yeah, escaping is also available. No problem. And my plan is approved, no doubt. Plan must be there. Otherwise, you have to seek for running a business, running a shop, conversion order. You should seek to make an application before the commissioner through the assistant executive engineer. And they are going to put the charges commercial, how much area is used for the commercial, that entire area they are going to consider as commercial purpose only. This building is put up by them. Likewise, authorities are going to put that.
Sir, I have one more question.
Yes.
Let's say that somebody uses a part of their residential building to provide, let's say, free food or something for the
setback
poor.
area. Setback area.
So we don't need special permit for that, right? Because you're not making any business. You're just providing something for the benefit of poor and needy people.
Yes.
So
now,
there need not be any special
no, not required, because you see, one provision is there. However, every building now today onwards, I think just 1 year later, now the planning authority, they have sanctioning the plan only providing the ground floor area as a car parking area. Car parking you should be retained, and you have to construct the ground floor on the first area only. You should retain, because of the cars are now kindly stopping on the road. So therefore plan is not going to be sanctioned. That is the stilt area, that is called as stilt area, ground floor area going to be submit. You have to So while submitting the plan, you must reserve the car parking area. Otherwise, it is very difficult for you.
Sir, I'm not asking about car parking area, sir. I'm
No,
asking.
madam, you have to reserve today onwards because
No,
1 year.
no, sir.
Hmm,
No, sir. My question is, let's
Hmm.
say if I want to set up a kitchen
hmm,
in my house on the ground floor, and I want to feed the poor and needy,
hmm.
do I need to take a special permission?
No, madam, that is for your residential purpose when you are getting. You see, now several people what they are doing, residential kitchen, they are not putting up the ground floor only. They want to shift somewhere else. And also the stilt area also they want to start kitchen. Yes, it is permissible because it is inside the area. But car parking area, it is should be vacant and it is servants room is available and servants benefit is available in any 40/60 or 30/40 today onwards or prior to 1 year they have restricted car parking shall be reserved, that is called as tilt area. Even 20/30 you must reserve for car parking area only.
Sir, this the katas will be there, right? The A kata and B kata. But the A properties only they will provide the plan. That's what I heard actually. But when we see in Bangalore, the most of the properties they used to tell it is a DC converted B kata.
What they are until and unless getting conversion, they are not going to give. Even otherwise converted. Now your area is not comes under the BBMP. It is revenue site previously. Therefore, B Kata was issued only for collection of taxes. Now what happened? Now the wherever area is developed. Now if you get the conversion order from the deputy commissioner, immediately they are going to convert. And if the endorsement issue, that endorsement you shall be questioned before the Honorable High Court of Karnataka only. Because I got the conversion order, still they are assessing B Kata only for the purpose of tax, and I am unable to put up construction of first floor or second floor building. So therefore, kindly maybe direct them to issue plan based on approval of A Kata. You can make an writ, that is direction you should seek from the Honorable High Court of Karnataka to authority approve this plan. You can ask for.
So,
And
but there are a lot of buildings there. They are already constructed with the B katas only, right? So it is
yes,
outside of the BBMP limit, and they can demolish.
yes. What happened? You see, when I have constructed my law college, I got the approved from the CMC only, Madhevpura CMC. So then it is now comes under BBMP. BBMP, I have brought to notice to them. This was the sanction plan made by the CMC then, because it was a revenue layout. So therefore, kindly maybe approved. They have approved my plan and fixed the assessment tax they are collecting.
So it has to be converted to A kata, or it is the BBMP B kata only. They will allow the tax. They will take the tax and they will allow us to give the plan.
Yes. Allow to the automatically if they want to assess the tax, based on your application, definitely they have to do.
And one more thing, sir. If we having some residential site and we are putting up some company actually, some IT or something, some company we will open it.
Yeah.
And how that will be accessed actually? They will.
Sir, it is a private firm or this area. The license should be issued by the only BBMP authority. So until and unless they are going to comply all the observation under the provision of Karnataka Municipal Corporation Act, means they have to get the license from garbage, how he is going to be disposed of. They have to get the permission from the authorities, and the other things also the same thing. Company is concerned, whether it is manufacturing process they are doing, whether they are simply attending the office or not. All these things, only the permission shall be obtained from the authorities.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Sir, Sir, in the CDP, suppose the land is in two zones, like yellow zone. Hello?
Yes, yes, madam.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Yes, sir. Yellow zone, like it is park zone and logistics zone.
Yeah.
I have an 1.5 acre plot, sir. So in that, we have two zones. It comes under two zones, park zone and logistics zone.
Yes.
So and all around my plot, it is all residential. So in CDP, it is in two zones. So is there a possibility of change of land?
Madam, one thing must know you by you, because the whatever layout you have found, illegal layout, because it is not approved by you.
Sir, it is not. I'm not formed a layout, sir. It is only a vacant plot.
Vacant plot is available. You have to seek permission from the. Again, you have to make an application for approval of layout plan in accordance with town planning authority. How many sites you are going to put up, or how many sites you are going to form in that particular area, and you have to seek for conversion order first. Then plan should be submitted for approval to the concerned authorities. Under the authorities, they are going to assess. So how much the public area, that is park, as well as the some public area, that is post office, government offices, if it is necessity, that area whether left or not, and how much site they want to release for release to the owner. All these available planning authority of concerned taluka or concerned district. Planning
No,
authority
sir. I
should.
want to know.
Hmm.
Sir, 1 minute. I
Yes.
want to know whether there is a possibility of change of land, because all around my plot there are
Definitely, madam. Section 94, you have to make an application before Deputy Commissioner. First, you get it conversion order, then only you go for further.
Okay. Sir, one more thing, like the land is not only residential and commercial, there are some mixed zone also. So
Yeah.
suppose, yeah, I have a land, I have a plot of 10,000, like it is in mixed zone. So,
Yes.
and is there a possibility of establishing commercial activity?
Madam,
Although
until and unless converted, it is not possible for you. It
it
is
is
not.
converted land.
Then converted, definitely you have to get approval of the layout plan first. If you
Sir, no,
want to,
sir, as you told,
or if you don't want to sell the land, or you don't want to farm the layout, then you have to seek for approval of construction of building from
sir,
the planning authority.
sir, as you
Entire.
said, like the floor mills, like they cannot be established in residential area because yeah. But my plot is in mixed zone. Is it possible for me to put up a floor mill if I want?
No, no, madam. One thing, until and unless you put up construction of the building sanction plan, it is not possible for you to start commercial purpose. Because
No,
you
sir,
should
I
make an.
understand that.
Yes, even otherwise, if you want 10,000 area is available. You see, one example I am giving to you. I got 13,000 of rural the revenue area comes within the BDA zone. I have made an application before the BDA authority stating that I want to put up construction of commercial building. They have permitted me in those days. So likewise, you have to make an application planning authority only. Until and unless approved by them, you cannot open simply by putting up small construction, and tomorrow the adjacent owner, they are going to file a case against you for nuisance, and without license they are running, without license they are putting up construction. All these objectionable in nature. So therefore you have to get approved plan, either for residential or for commercial purpose. Whatever 10,000 you are having, it may be mixed zone. So definitely if a park opposite to the park area, definitely it is mixed zone may be available. But you should make an application before the planning authority.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome, madam.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, there is a site in some BDA area or something in BBMP Bangalore area, and what it happens, there is a backside, some road will come, and one more open area is empty actually, and it doesn't have any entry from either of the sides actually, because at the back end also it is covered with some road, and from some site, and from front also it is covered with some site or something like that.
Yes,
So
sir.
in between, there is no entry, and it is not identified by anyone land has been. So who can encroach that?
Just one thing. The formerly what happened, the power has been assented to the commissioner. Whatever area is available adjacent to your property shall be declared as marginal land. Now what happened? You have to make an application before the commissioner and secretary to the government. Secretary to the government of the BDA or the corporation. So you have to make an application to the secretary. This is the land is available adjacent to me, and I am ready to purchase, or I am ready to extend my building on adjacent. It is a small bit of land, less than 75% of the area is available, and that kindly may be declared as marginal land. You see, there is some provision. 40% of the area shall be declared. More than 41% it cannot be. That is the problem. 40% of the area, more than 40% of the area is available, it shall be actionable in nature. And between the small area, which is adjacent, to only you have to seek for declaration from the secretary. It is marginal land. It cannot be used by anybody, and it is not possible for use to the government also. Therefore, they can declare as a marginal land. Then they are going to assess the amount, how much amount you are liable to pay to them. So that is the secretary has got power, because in Tyagaraja Nagar area originally it was Shastri Nagar. And Shastri Nagar area, some sites are available, stray sites adjacent to the houses. And those, the BBMP area put the board. Neither it is going to be used by the BBMP, nor they are unable to use the property by the government also. So therefore, the adjacent owner made an application, and I got 2 orders from the secretary, because the earlier corporation, it was withdrawn that power, and now the government, wherever the government property is, it shall be actionable and it shall be notified. It is whether it is marginal land or not. Likewise, you have to approach to the secretary only and copy to commissioner. You shall, because then only they are going to forward the papers to the authority. Yes, it is available. It is not usable land for the purpose of government or anything else.
No, if it is adjacent, sir, if we start using that for some years, and after that there is we can do it akrama sakrama, or it...
In last occasion, I told you, 30 years, if you are continuously having possession, you are become the owner against the government. Government should be party and corporation should be party.
It has to be used for 30 years.
30 years.
So the tax paid, we have to pay the tax, or it is
adverse possession? Yes. You have to make an application. Those applications should be keep in your hand. Sir, this is the land I am using since from 10 years. You must submit the application and kindly maybe fix the tax. For this, I am ready to pay for that. And 30 years, if you are enjoying, automatically you have to file a suit for declaration adverse possession, because they are the owner. State government is the owner, and corporation is the quasi-judicial authority, quasi-authorities. Therefore, you have to make them as a party, and this land is available in the corporation area, and the state government is having jurisdiction, and adverse to that, I am the absolute owner of the property, because I am having possession more than 30 years.
Sir, how to prove it is 30 years? Because I
yes,
will not be having
therefore I have stated now, you have to create document from last 30 years, you must say 10 years I am having possession, you please assess the tax and make an application to the authorities, make an application to the government authorities. I am enjoying this particular property from several years, and so far they have not assessed the tax. Likewise, you have to create the document.
Okay.
Otherwise, it is very difficult to prove 30 years against the government.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, I have one more doubt.
Yes.
Sir, suppose there is a lake around your living space, and there is a buffer zone. And what is the height of your building which can go up to the maximum height, sir?
Height always, madam, 52 area for residential
Even if there
house.
is a lake, sir?
Only 52 feet, that's all. 52 feet height area. And lake is concerned. Now I think you amended the provision buffer zone and Raj Kalve, all these things.
Yes, sir.
That is 30 meters from the lake area. If it is approved layout, what happened? I think you have seen where this ISRO layout. ISRO layout, there are four lakes are available. Adjacent to the lake already constructed the building because those layout plan was approved by the BDA then, though because it is allotted to the ISRO cooperative societies, housing cooperative society, but they have put up construction approved based on the BDA authorities. Now buffer zone has been declared 30 meters. They have caused the notice to them also. So you have put up construction beyond 30 meters, within 30 meters, therefore you are liable to demolish. Likewise, when they have issued, those matters has been referred now to the Akrama Sakrama. Because it is not possible to remove at this stage. When you have approved, how can you today going to issue the notices? So likewise, 30 meters is available. Height is question for the purpose of getting the water, getting the electricity power, and getting the assessment of the tax. All these three authorities going to beyond back you. If you more than that, it is going to be treated as MS building. And MS building, if it is considered, you have to put what you have to put. You must get a transformer, and then you have to get that DZ, that is generator. Everything you have to make for MS building provision, and tax is also likewise MS building only. They are going to fix if it is more than extension available, extend is available. So you have to responsible for that.
Sir, I see that in front of my house, like very near to my house, in 30-40 sites, they've gone up to 8 floors, sir. So how do they get this sanctions, sir?
Madam, you have to make an application before the authorities saying that since this in violation of, there's so many problem is like this. I want to tell now. One example I am providing. Whether the adjacent owners are liable to file an application before the authorities. Yes, you have to make an application because illegal and unauthorized construction has been made. So therefore, that demolition shall be taken place because they are neither they have followed the sanction plan nor they have put up construction in accordance with law. So therefore, please take action immediately. Otherwise, I want to take action before the High Court of Law. That you have to make an application. They are going to issue to him. That is procedure I have stated to you. Under 309, they are going to cause notice, produce sanction plan and all these things. And immediately they are going to take action. In one of my buildings, the same thing is happened. Adjacent owner made an application stating that the plan has been sanctioned only 5 floor and he has put up 8 floor building. Then it was demolished. What I have did, I have protected 1 floor. Because of that terrace floor, then I have requested the Honorable High Court, 1 floor which is reserved for terrace and it is only a small portion has been put up, and remaining portion, whatever the remaining portion I have put up construction, kindly maybe I have already demolished. Likewise, definitely they are going to take action, madam. You are rightly available adjacent owner difficulties, you have to make an application before the authorities. And also you have to participate in the appellate proceeding. Karnataka Municipal, that is appeal going to file before the MS building, Karnataka Appellate Authority. You have also make an application, adjacent owner, because you have made complaint to them, but still they are permitting him to continue the construction. Kindly maybe stop, because it is illegal construction has been made. I may be a necessary party because I am seriously affected. So you have to make an application before in that appeal proceeding also, impleading application.
So you mean to say only adjacent owner can apply, or any other citizen with
Any
because they didn't
citizen,
come back.
any citizen can make an application, madam, wherever the illegal construction. More than, I told you, no, 40%, within 40%, if it is not possible. You see what happened. One thing I want to tell you. Putting up construction by them in accordance with plan, 3 floor constructed. 4th floor he wants to make an use for the entire area and putting up the tank on the way, on the one small portion, going to put up construction and house also. He has concerned that house is illegal one. So you can make an application before the authorities. Sir, more than that he has put up construction, kindly maybe take action. Everybody can make.
Thank you.
Welcome, madam.
Sir, in recent judgments, in BDA layout, itself government is given demolish the layout.
Yes.
BDA is allotted.
That is the, sir, entire area, that is Karant, Shivram Karant layout. Originally it was, layout has been formed. The Honorable High Court cancelled the layout. Entire layout has been cancelled. Because what it happened in that layout, some areas are the high-handed political peoples are having more extension of that area. So therefore, some of the area has deleted from the notification. Those orders are questioned before Honorable High Court. So therefore, now the area is not available for forming the layout. Therefore, it has been demolished. And it was rejected. It was rejected. Then they went Supreme Court. Supreme Court immediately granted now. So once the area has been notified, you should form the layout, whatever the area is available. And action should be taken in accordance with law against the notification has been, denotified has been made against that area, whether they are having plan or not, how the area is developed, to take in accordance with law, but notification should not be cancelled. That is the Supreme Court direction has been given. Now they are searching for, waiting for the corona period and going to allot some vacant sites to the public at large.
Sir,
No,
what
even
is the
even lakeside, sir. Many this I think is Care from side.
Yes,
Some
yes.
of the BDA lots is demolished.
Yes, definitely, because buffer zone has been notified. No, several houses are removed immediately and not permitted.
BDA having a legal department.
Yes,
Everything.
yes, definitely,
How
sir.
is it possible, sir?
Sir, they are having rights, sir. The BDA task force is there. They have to demolish. And until and unless approved the entire area, the layout while farming, they should approve the. Now buffer zone has been fixed. 33 meters they have to leave from the lake area and form the layout. Now, therefore, BDA stopped to getting the layout because it is not possible for them. Whatever the area they want to form the layout, because several lakes are comes, definitely they have to lose more area because buffer zone they have to live. It is not possible for them to form the layout and provide the site to the public. That type is also available now. For example, the Kempegoda layout, So
Yes,
many
sir.
lakes are available. So it is not possible for them to form the layout now also beyond the area of 33 meters. It is not possible to form the layout. They are going to lose huge land around the lake area.
No, the once BDA is formed the layout, the people will definitely they will get the good faith about BDA because this is a government.
Are now therefore now they are not they are not going for getting the land because
Only
wherever
apartment.
yes, because it is not possible for them to provide so many sites because 33 around the lake 33 means more than 2 acres or 3 acres land if it is gone. So it is very difficult for them to form the layout.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Sir, I have one question regarding terrace garden in the terrace. So nowadays people have started cultivating their own vegetables and fruits and all. And when we take permission to build a house,
No. It need not be because it is using by you, and definitely everybody is using now garden area and terrace.
yes,
It is not permissible area because it is for your own use, not for public.
sir, but some people know they are also selling it. Like if they have some produce and
Yeah,
they-
madam. Now excess you cannot store in your house. You can sell it, no problem. Adjacent owner they are going to buy it, but does not mean that you are doing business. So every day you are not going to get such earnings, such
correct.
you are going to get. It is not
Okay, sir.
welcome.
Okay.
Is there any question, sir?
Nothing from me, sir. All my doubts are cleared.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir Sanjay sir, because tomorrow you see you are coming public and you have to manage all of them and you have to advise them what are the things are available because rule of law and law of the land, you must give advice to them. Then only you are easily get cases from the public. If you are not properly advised and going to file a case, you are going to lose case. Why you are unnecessary getting the problem? Therefore, I am giving all these hints for you. What are the irregularities available? What are the law of the land is available? And how you have to take the process before the court of law. Therefore, I am advising every week one on subject. Next month, next week also good subject I am going to bring.
Yes, sir. These are I'm in the listening board now, sir.
Yes.
Because these are I consider these advanced topics, but don't worry, sir. But there'll be a lot more questions from me in the future. I will trouble you for sure.
Sir, no problem. I am ready to give answer for that. And you come to my
Thank you,
office
sir.
if you want take any advice or copies from my office, my cases, you can
Absolutely,
take.
sir. Absolutely, sir.
Welcome, sir. I am because I have drafted more than 35 years.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
And what more you want? Everything is
Sir,
available. RIT is
we are still
available,
in
RSA is available, RA is available. Because why I am advising, you see, now you have come across BBMP, sanction plan, everything you have now in the picture, what you have to do, where you should go, all these things, appeal where you should file, and where should writ have to file. All these things, why I am giving, because while you are entering into profession, you must know. Therefore, I am getting ready my advocates, my brother colleagues.
Absolutely, sir.
Sir, we are still in the first year. Will it make sense to come and visit your office
Yes,
at this stage?
madam. Always welcome. Anytime. My office is open always 24 hours. Not now during lockdown.
We will visit you, sir, after lockdown.
Welcome, madam. Welcome.
Sir, this is Navya. And
Yes.
I have a request for you to sir. Sir, in coming days, if you could take session about Karnataka Education Act.
Yes, yes. I want to take. I want to take. I want to take because.
As a mother of 2 children, I want to know more about it, sir.
Yes, definitely. Because I am running law college, I must know the Education Act. No, I want to bring because this. Why I am bringing all these facts? You are being a future advocates. So therefore, start onwards. Today onwards, you must start. What must I do to the public? What are the problems are facing by the public? Therefore, I am providing you all the information to you. So likewise, you need not worry. Definitely, I will provide all type of because wherever legal hurdles are available and wherever the law is available for you in future while practicing by you, definitely I will come that Education Act also. Several questions are available in the Education Act.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, madam.
Sir, few politicians are using their power, encroaching the unassigned lands and getting permission from the corporations in constructing.
Yes.
Can we get back the land?
Sir, only you have to file a public interest litigation, sir, against them, because what it happened, adjacent owner, it is not possible for him because tomorrow he may create nuisance to him. So therefore, you have to take public interest litigation against them, sir. If they are encroaching and giving trouble to the locality, you have to seek for public interest. Now, you see what happened in one public interest litigation. I have told you on last occasion, at Tyavangi, Chanigiri Taluk, I got the order from the Honorable High Court of Karnataka directing the Deputy Commissioner to allot 15 acres of land to the poor people. That 15 acres of land, more than 40 acres of land has been entered in the name of Assistant Director of Agriculture, University. Nearly more than 40 to 50 years, they have not done anything. After passing the order, and I have filed contempt petition. When contempt petition has been filed, they have brought one notification stating that this particular 40 acres of land, it is for useful for the purpose of seeding purpose. Seeds going to be raised in the particular land, and those seeds are valuable seeds to the agriculturist. Likewise, the one notification has been passed yesterday only. So why should I question? Why I should not question that notification? Because when 40 years you have not done anything, now you are saying that it is usable land for the purpose of raising the seeds in the particular area. When I have made an application for allotment of 15 acres, so now this notification I am going to question before by way of public interest litigation only. Because the political authority what interfere in that notification, ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನ್ರಿ ಹೆಸರು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಬರುತ್ತೇನ್ರಿ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಹೆಸರು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನೇನಾರು 15 ಎಕರೆ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅಂತ. This is the word they have used before me. So shall I not put this matter before the court questioning that notification? Because when you have not used the land, and I have requested the land to provide poor people, and you are also making for public purpose, I am also making for public purpose, why can't you lose 15 acres of land to providing the 15 persons? They are going to give the workers to you when you want to start your seeding process. So likewise, the advocate must be thoroughly having knowledge, and you should command over that. You need not worry about that. You need not political authorities. You against only government authority you are seeking. No political authority we are going to make as a party to the proceeding except having any personal interest on that. Then only you can raise the mala fide interest of the so and so person. but not against the government authorities. But still I want to file now. I have prepared the file for public interest litigation, questioning that notification, how we have issued now after passing the order of the Honorable High Court of Karnataka. So likewise, we have to appraise all these things. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir. Shall I close, sir, now?
Sir,
Yeah.
thank you very much. You were given a good guidance to everybody.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Thank
Really,
you,
sir.
thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
very nice advice, this one, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. As usual, fantastic class.
Oh, welcome, madam. Thank you.
Thank you
Okay,
very much.
sir.
Thank
See
you
you
very much,
next week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, bye, bye.
Good night.
Good night, good night.
Next week is a good subject, sir.
Good night. Thank you, thank you.